Welcome back, deep divers. We're diving deep today, folks.
Yeah, into something pretty powerful, I'd say.
Right. Human experience, up close and personal, through poetry. We're talking Tong Hua,
Yeah.
which, by the way, means fairy tale.
Ah, okay.
It's a collection by Manuel del Valle Colón,
Mm-hmm.
part of his Omnibus Poetry XX, this bigger book of his.
Omnibus Poetry XX, got it.
But Tong Hua itself, think, connection, identity, that deep inner world we all have.
Sounds intense. What drew you to this collection out of, well, all the poems out there?
Honestly, it's the backstory. Del Valle was inspired by his language tutors. Chinese, Japanese, Thai. He was learning all three.
Wow.
He saw those languages as treasures, worth sharing. And that cross-cultural vibe, it sets the tone for the whole collection.
Makes sense. So for our listeners today, what's the mission? Where are we taking them?
Key insights, memorable moments. We're giving them the essence of Tong Hua, the journey it reflects.
Without getting too academic, right?
Exactly. We want those aha moments that stick with you. So about the poet himself. Manuel del Valle, born in New York City, 1948, grew up in East Harlem, the housing projects there.
Tough upbringing.
You could say that. Navigated the NYC public schools, graduated from Brooklyn Tech.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, even early on, he was all about community. A Spira Clubs Federation.
Wait, Spira, that rings a bell.
Right. Huge for Latino youth empowerment. He worked with people like Wilfredo Caraballo, Fernando Ferrer, even got mentored by some big names, Antonia Pantoja, Yolanda Sanchez, Izora Santiago. Serious dedication, even as a young guy.
You can tell he had that drive. So academics, where'd he go from high school?
First, a transitional year at Yale, then Wesleyan University. Get this, he actually spent a whole semester working on minority student recruitment and research into identity, themes that clearly resonated with him.
You can see those threads running through his life.
Totally. Then study abroad, Madrid, Puerto Rico. Eventually, he transfers to Princeton.
Princeton, top-tier school.
Exactly. And he goes for a fascinating mix. History, Latin American studies, and Afro-American studies. But he doesn't just study history, he makes it. He founded the Latino organization at Princeton, set up a seminar on Puerto Rican history and politics,
Impressive.
and his senior thesis, A History of the Puerto Rican Student and Public Education, 1945-1969.
That's quite a title.
It wasn't just an academic paper, though. A chapter of it ended up as part of a memorandum for Senator Jacob Javits. Later, it was used in a U.S. Commission on Civil Rights hearing, even played a role in the Aspiro v. Board of Education case, the one about bilingual education for Latino students in New York City. Talk about real-world impact.
Wow. From scholarship to actual legal change.
Right. So after Princeton, he taught for a bit at Phillips Andover Academy, then Yale Law School on a John Hay Whitney Fellowship, no less.
Now that's elite. Imagine the classmates.
Seriously. Clarence Thomas, Lonnie Guinier. And even while studying law, he kept teaching about Puerto Rican history at Yale. Founded another student group, too, Despierta Boricua.
Despierta Boricua, meaning?
Awaken Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Basically encouraging Puerto Rican consciousness. He just couldn't stop teaching and mentoring, could he?
A lifelong educator. Okay, so law school done. What kind of legal career did he have?
First, he went to the Puerto Rican Legal Defense and Education Fund. Worked on that Espera case we mentioned, and another big one, Pabon v. Levine.
Pabon v. Levine. Refresh my memory.
It ensured bilingual notifications for welfare claimants, Spanish speakers getting info in their own language. Crucial stuff. And get this, he's been admitted to practice law in tons of places, even the Supreme Court.
The big leagues. And his career didn't stop there, did it?
Oh, no way. He was a trial attorney with the U.S. Department of Labor for over a decade. Taught as an adjunct professor at multiple universities.
A true multitasker.
And get this, Rockefeller Foundation Fellowship at the London School of Economics. Researched Puerto Rican jurisprudence there. Then a Ford Foundation Fellowship, focusing on discrimination against Hispanics. Wrote a super influential article called Toward a Language-Based National Origin Modality.
Complex stuff, but clearly he was making waves.
Well, yeah. And on top of all that, he co-founded his own law firm. Served as chief administrator of the New York State Division of Human Rights.
The guy never slowed down.
It's honestly mind-blowing. So when you look at this whole journey, it's a lot. But there's a thread running through it. Engagement with different cultures, deep understanding of identity, that commitment to education and justice, it's all there.
Right. And for the past 20 years, he's been an adjunct professor of law at the Inter-American Law School in Puerto Rico. So, with all that in mind, let's dive into the poems themselves.
Okay, let's do it.
The title, Tong Hua, meaning fairy tale in Chinese. It kind of hints at blurring lines between thoughts and reality, don't you think?
Yeah, I can see that. Kind of a dreamlike quality, maybe.
Exactly. Let's look at the poem that starts with, I know you only in my dreams. What jumps out at you from that one?
Hmm. It's that contrast, I think, between how we see people in our heads, these idealized visions, and how we actually interact in real life, those more everyday moments. Totally. It starts with those dreamy encounters, almost surreal, then brings us back down to earth with simple stuff, sharing a meal, saying goodbye,
But less intense somehow, like the feeling's not quite there.
and then that last line. Or was that a cat that just passed by? Throws you off a bit, doesn't it?
It does. It's like a little dose of reality humor even. Makes you question those big emotional connections. Were they actually that profound? Or just everyday things we think are meaningful?
Right. It's like the poem's winking at us saying, don't get too carried
Yes,
away.
exactly. It stops things from getting too sentimental, which I appreciate. So, what's next on our poetry tour?
Let's talk seeking enlightenment, that whole idea. The poem, He Seeks Long-Lasting Peace, really gets at that. What do you see there?
No, that's a good one. It's about craving growth, right? Intellectual and personal.
It's the
The
turn.
barren space of empty minds, wanting to see those student minds light up with understanding.
Yeah, very much Dovier's world with all his teaching.
But there's this acceptance of how tough that growth can be. The suffering of growth, he calls it. Like, learning isn't always comfy. You have to shed old ways of thinking, which can be painful.
It reminds me how he was always learning. New fields, new languages, new ways of looking at things, never stood still.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Connection to home and identity. Big themes for Del Valle, given his background. What about my beautiful soul resides in the mountains?
Ah, that one. It's full of longing, isn't it? Like a homesickness for a place that might not even exist anymore.
Yeah, like an idealized past.
Yeah.
Butterflies, the Sheehan home, almost mythical. But then he mentions climate change, tears of departure, that harshness of reality creeping in.
Right, like even the places we yearn for are changing. It's that tension between where we come from and where we are now. Something lots of people feel, I think, especially if they've moved around a lot or come from a different culture.
Exactly. And that line, rest once more on the songs of my home country, but then also further on. That pull in two directions, roots, but also moving forward. It's universal, that feeling, always searching for that balance. So, where to next?
Let's get into knowing yourself. The poem, Find Yourself in the Naked Winds. That one's all about inner knowledge.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's about looking inward, right? Not for validation from outside, but to your own knowledge, interest, and soul. Those things define your reality, he says.
Powerful stuff. And then he ties it all together. The essence of reality and the knowledge inherent in love. Like understanding yourself lets you connect with others more deeply.
It's like unlocking a secret door. The more you know yourself, the more you can understand everyone else. Pretty cool.
Okay, let's talk resilience. Human spirit overcoming challenges. You go back home to make sure no one died. What do you make of that one?
It's simple, but profound. Just that act of checking in, making sure everyone's okay before moving on with life's dance, even in a new place.
Yeah, it's that basic human instinct to keep going, even when things are rough.
And ending with that image of smiling and dancing. It's like saying, we're still here, we're still strong. Quiet strength, I'd call it.
Love that. Okay, this next one feels different, almost like a challenge. Can you handle my vision, my heart, and my soul? It's about empathy, but there's an edge to it.
It's raw, isn't it? Asking someone to really see you, all of you, the good and the bad. And not just see, but smell, taste, touch. A full sensory experience of your spirit.
And that part about meeting on common ground, fighting against ignorance together, it's a call for connection, but also a rejection of negativity.
Yeah, he doesn't want any of that. He wants to connect, truly connect, and fight for something better.
It's powerful. Okay, let's shift gears. How about living in the moment? Don't be scared of tomorrow.
Ah, that's a good one for this.
Oh, yeah. It's all about focusing on the now. He keeps saying, don't be scared about the past, the present, the future. It's like he's reminding us that today is all we have.
Right, and building momentum in every action. Living intentionally in the present.
It's a great reminder. It's easy to get caught up in anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. This poem is like, hey, snap out of it. Exactly. Focus on what you can do right now. Okay, bridges. Connection, understanding. A bridge into integrity Uses that imagery beautifully.
It does. That bridge metaphor, it's all about reaching across, making a connection.
And the image of waltzing into new smiles and old silos, like breaking down barriers, finding new ways to relate.
And then he throws in the multiverse, thinking about compassionate energy. It's not just about personal relationships, it's about something bigger.
Like we're all connected in some way. And that shift from old silos to aging foreheads, it's like saying, with time, we get wiser about building those connections.
Experience teaches us, even if it's the hard way sometimes.
Okay, a heavier one now. Inner turmoil, cost of achievement, still sleeping, naked dreams of Pyrrhic victories. What hits you there?
Oof. That phrase, naked dreams of Pyrrhic victories, it's potent, right? Pyrrhic victory, winning but losing so much it's barely worth it. He's saying even our dreams of success are burdened.
Heavy stuff. And then he wants to be left alone, to start my journey home to lands frequented by ancients in present time. Like he needs to disconnect and reconnect with something deeper.
Yeah, maybe heritage or just inner peace, finding meaning after those victories took their toll. We all need that sometimes.
Absolutely. Okay, next up, I look into your soul. Vulnerability, hidden emotions. This one feels so intimate.
It's like a glimpse behind a mask, you know? The soul hiding in the wild field, ready to run further away. Guarded, but so fragile.
And the only outward sign of emotion is that single tear when he sees a wild goose. Like big feelings, but expressed so subtly.
Yeah, sometimes those little, almost accidental reactions tell us more than words ever could. It's about what we try to hide, what we can't help but reveal.
Okay, let's lighten up a bit. When you open your mind, you open your heart. Simple, but so true.
It is. It's about that link between intellectual and emotional openness. You can't have one without the other.
And then he talks about opening hands, opening eyes. It's like embracing vulnerability, connection, letting go of fear.
It's a beautiful message. Being receptive, letting the world in, that's where the magic happens.
Okay, deep dive into a tough concept now. Delusion, enlightenment. I exist in your delusion. What's he getting at there?
Whoa, that's a head spinner. It's about how we shape each other's realities, right? We are all deluded by each other while enlightened by the dreams we cannot see. Our perceptions are all messed up by being around other people, but true enlightenment might be something we can't even grasp.
It's deep. Makes you question what's real, how much of what we think we know is just influenced by others.
Yeah, it makes you think. Okay, on to a more shared experience. We have borne each other's soul. That one's about time and connection.
Right. It's about those journeys we take together, the intellectual battles, the shared experience of time itself. They parried spiritly, he says. I love that phrase.
Me too. It's like they're fencing with ideas, pushing each other to grow, and then deconstructing and reconstructing both the past and the future together. Like their shared experiences shape how they understand time itself. Whoa.
It's pretty whoa, right. And then they find solace in poetry, a respite from weary travel. And in the end, pure joy from a simple smile.
Beautiful. It's about finding peace and connection, even with all life's craziness.
Okay, one more theme. Keen observation, inner life. You have a sharp eye and ear. It feels like he's describing a specific type of person.
Definitely. Someone who notices things others miss. Someone who gets insight from quiet reflection, not loud pronouncements.
Yeah, and the contrast between running away from the sun and seeking the essence of life in closeted homes sounds pretty introverted, right? Finding renewal in dreams, not constant socializing.
It's about that inner world being just as rich, if not richer, than the outer one, finding depth in solitude.
Okay, let's talk mentorship. The bird of love flies over the dreams of errant instructors. That one's about passing on wisdom and love through teaching.
Oh, that's a hopeful one. It's about how much teachers matter, even if they're not perfect. They spark that wisdom that burns into the souls of neophytes, and the students bursting with knowledge, ready to confront the world. It's like he sees so much potential in them.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay, a poignant one now. Fleeting moments, enduring connections. We are a trail of energy passing from. What's he getting at there?
It's about how temporary our lives are, but how powerful memories can be. That image of a trail of energy just passing through.
Right. But even in a frozen moment, a single photo, the feeling remains.
And the swallow building nests in hearts. It's like a metaphor for how loved ones stay with us. Even when they're gone, they leave a piece of themselves behind.
So true. Okay, let's talk about that feeling of not belonging, navigating a world that feels alienating. We live in a world of outcasts. That one hits hard.
It does. He talks about feeling unprepared for how complicated the world is, how hard relationships can be, that underlying sense of being an outsider.
And that struggle to find meaning before the awakening from a dream state. It's like that moment when you realize you have to figure things out, find your own place.
Yeah, no more pretending everything's okay. Time to face reality. It can be rough.
Okay, back to identity, specifically Del Valle's. I am the son of the mothers, he says. This one's all about heritage, belonging.
So powerful, this one. That deep connection to his family, history, that longing for belonging. He paints such a vivid picture of Puerto Rico. The golden hue of the sunset after a hurricane, the angry Taino god Jurican,
Yeah, those specific details make it so real.
and that back and forth between leaving and returning. It's that complicated relationship so many people have with their homeland.
It's about those roots that never truly let go, no matter how far you travel.
Okay, second to last poem. This one's comforting, I think. We live with the voices of all those who loved us. Those enduring voices.
It's about the love that stays with us, even when people are gone. Those voices become our guides, our strength, especially when times are tough. And how love can push away the darkness, leading to smiles of a considered past and a lingering future. So hopeful.
Yeah, it's like saying that love can help us heal and move forward.
Last poem. This one's a snapshot. Have you ever opened a gate? It's a specific memory full of sensory details.
Oh, I love this one. He describes opening the gate for his father's car, the narrow driveway, the steel canopy. You can practically see it.
It's such a simple moment, but so full of meaning.
Yeah, his dad coming home becomes a symbol of safety, love, belonging, all those basic human needs. It's like he finds something profound in the ordinary.
So Tong Hua, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we?
We have dreams and reality, finding ourselves, connecting with others, facing challenges. It's all in there.
And it's clear how Del Valle's own life shaped these poems. East Harlem, the law, teaching, fighting for justice. It all comes through.
Absolutely. And his fascination with language, culture, it adds so much depth.
So listeners, think about this. What are your inner voices? Those echoes of loved ones, those memories that stick with you. How do they shape your understanding of the world, your journey? What nests have been built in your heart, even if you don't realize it? Something to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time, folks.